hot tip of the day, right? So everybody needs a little bit more education on the energy bodies. So let's start talking about it, right? So we need to maintain both the human physical vessel as well as our energy bodies. Part of maintaining our energy bodies is making sure that it is grounded. Yeah? Just like any energy source or electricity source needs to be grounded. If it's not grounded, it's going to be overstimulated, it's going to overload itself, it's going to spark and whatnot. Go and talk to any electrician, they'll tell you all about it. Same concept, right? So, considering the fact that our energy bodies are directly related to our emotions, right? So our energy bodies, if we are all blocked and not cleared and riddled with trauma, and we're not working on clearing these negative energies and attachments and energetic entanglements from our energy bodies, it's going to affect our emotions. So like even when we look at kids in school, you know how you've got all the kids in school, you've got your ones that end up going into the inclusion room because they don't play well with others, because they're always in an over hyper-stimulated state, because just they're being forced to try and fit in to a box and a schooling program that is for a world that no longer exists anymore. So, they're bored, they're overstimulated, they spend all day masking in a hyperstimulated state, which is why you get these bad behaviours in classrooms, etc. Yes, also has to do with their lifestyle at home and other parenting tactics. However, if schools took a better approach in teaching children about their energy bodies, they would notice better focus and attention in their classrooms. For example, all you teachers out there, go and try this, especially in your primary school kids, right? If you have got like the run-amok kid in your class and he's just, picking on all the other kids, he's won't sit down, he's fidgeting and stuff like that. Honestly, take his shoes and socks off and tell him to go stand and run around on the grass for like 15, 20 minutes in the sun, right? What that is going to do is it's going to get his energy body grounded, which is going to help calm down and de-stimulate his overstimulated emotions in order for him to be able, or them, sorry, I shouldn't keep saying him, them, whatever, boy, girl, it's going to help them in order to be able to activate their learning brains back on and calm back down in order ready to focus, ready for learning. Give it a go. I promise you it'll work. And then you'll be able to see for yourselves the proof of me saying that it requires you to look after the physical part of your human body as well as the energetic component of the human body. Also, even look at everything. Everybody's energy bodies have all got riddled trauma, stuck negative energies and attachments and negative energetic entanglements, right? Because they have been connecting to those kind of energetical monads for most of their life, so they don't know any better. So that's why I always tell people to go and connect to calmer monads, okay? Because it's like everybody says, sorry, this is really muddy shit. Oh, anyway, your vibe attracts your tribe. Sorry, here we go, getting back on track here. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if you are hanging around a whole heap of shitty people, you're going to be a shitty person, and because you are connecting to their monads, which is then lowering your personal vibrational frequency, right? So a lot of you probably don't know what monads is. It's another reason why I enjoy walking in nature, because even though I'm not barefoot right now and I have my shoe on, I am connecting to the most beautiful, hang on, okay, sorry, I'm just listening to my phone. So we are connecting, so going back, here we go. Feet, shoes on. Even though I am not connecting my feet with nature, I am still getting the grounding benefits because I am walking through nature and connecting to all of the calm, grounding monads of all living beings. Okay, so here we go. All living beings on Earth, whether it be plant, organism, fibres, humans, animals, whatnot, yeah? Every living being, or plants, because remember, the Earth is living too, and the plants and everything breathe and move and stuff like that too. So they're all included in living beings. All living beings down here run on the monad. Okay, so going back to speaking about how everybody has energy bodies, right, and energetic fields, right? When we look above the energetic field, we have the monadic plane, okay? So it generally sits above the Buddhic plane, okay? So the Buddhic plane is generally where you get to when you reach full enlightenment. So like the monks and nuns and stuff like that run about on the Buddhic plane. The monadic plane is above the Buddhic plane. Okay, so everybody with me still? So by walking around here, I am connecting to all of these beautiful, calm, grounding monads of the trees and all the living beings around me. Okay, so if you want a visual thing to kind of visualize when we speak about the monad, we can talk about the movie Avatar. So you know how you've got, is it the tree or Ewa or whatever it is, that big tree that they sit down and they connect their hair to the ground and be like, whoa, kind of like that. And like if you think of the way that the Avatar's ponytail connect to like the animals and stuff that they ride, that's technically how you connect to, that's like, a visual for you to be able to look at to see how our energy bodies connect to the monads around us just walking through nature. So it's like that, as well as like if you think of putting, down the bottom of the waterfall. That's really beautiful. So I'm doing the extra tracks really big, anyway, so plasma ball, right? Look at a plasma ball when you put like your finger on it, and it should, like, your finger will be that point of contact, but then it's got all those other little like energetical bits coming off it. That's another kind of example that you could do. Sorry, look at this waterfall. Can you see it? Oh, stunning. Okay. Oh. Anyway, thought I'd enjoy you for that. Running water is also really, really good and cleansing to help with the grounding. Go and have a look at another one of my posts. You'll see that I've gone into full detail about the benefits of being and grounding yourself near running water. And so, yeah, going back to the monad. So, yeah, whenever you are feeling like, you're stressed out, everything's going wrong, or like you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with all your emotions and stuff like that, go stand on the grass for like 10 minutes at the minimum, yeah? If not, better for 20 or 30 minutes, but go and stand on the grass in the sun barefoot. You don't need to stand, you can sit. You can also sit and put your hands on you. That's good too. And yeah, see how you go. I'll flip it around so you guys can see this beautiful waterfall that is in front of me. And let's call it a day, hey? Look at that. Oh, the camera doesn't pick it up very well. But yeah, that's my talk for the day.